that has the most promise, I think, in my eyes, to where Odell Beckham Jr. would be a good fit in hindsight here. And that is the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints need that number one receiver since Michael Thomas is out for the rest of the season. And the Saints need a number one receiver like Odell Beckham Jr. to stretch the field so Alvin Kamara can, do Alvin Kamara things. However, if this would have happened 3 weeks ago, I would have said this is a done deal. Odell Beckham Jr. to the Saints, no question in my mind. But since then, Jameis Winston has gone down with that torn ACL and MCL sprain. Now you have Trevor Siemian throwing him the ball, or Taysom Hill, or a rookie quarterback in Ian Book. I think Taysom Hill is back off of the concussion protocol. So, but either way, there is no quarterback that can consistently throw Odell Beckham Jr. the ball, and he is going to get pissed. I mean, he would be better off in Cleveland, at that point. There is a reason why Trevor Siemian was a third-string quarterback on the New Orleans Saints behind Taysom Hill. There was a reason why he's been floating around the league from team to team to team, right? It's just that is just the way it is, and unfortunately, he had a great game versus Tampa Bay. Yes, he did lead them to, or he maintained the lead to win the game for them. However, the old saying goes is when you don't have film on a on a player, you can't prepare for him, yada yada yada. So on paper, everything makes sense for Odell Beckham Jr. and the Saints to become married, to become one. However, after this season, let's say Michael Thomas is back healthy. Michael Thomas is back on the team. Michael Thomas is that number one receiver on that team, hands down. Top 5 receiver in the league, hands down. Alvin Kamara then becomes, a bigger threat again. Odell Beckham Jr. would have to take that step back into that number 2 role, which he did in Cleveland, and he didn't like. On the flip side of that as well, we don't even know if Jameis Winston will be back in New Orleans next season. We've heard rumblings of Russell Wilson coming to New Orleans. We've heard of rumblings of Aaron Rodgers coming to New Orleans. Hell, we've even heard them of going after Deshaun Watson as well, which I think is a complete bogus statement there. But we digressed on that. But we don't even know who the quarterback will be for the Saints moving forward after this season, especially after Jameis Winston's ACL injury. We don't even know if he will be healthy to play next season. So Odell Beckham Jr. to the Saints makes sense on paper, but for Odell Beckham Jr.'s future, it does not make sense because, let's be honest, right now, the Saints are probably not a playoff contender, certainly not a Super Bowl contender, and moving forward, we don't even know if they're going to be even a contender in their own division, after they lose Winston in the off